So what happens when the mock server actually gets restarted? What happens to those expectations that we already created? So suppose there are 5 or 6 expectations that we have created and the server got restarted. All the expectations are lost. So again, we need to set it and use the mock APIs. So let's see how you can persist it. Open CMD. We'll pull Docker, pull mock server. Oops, Docker daemon is not running. So we'll go here, Docker, where it is. Okay, now the Docker started. We'll pull this. Meantime, I will open Postman. Image is pulled. Now let's run the mock server. Mock server is running. So if you want to see the port, we need to go to, since we have not specified the port, so we need to see 949153. Okay, localhost 49153. Okay, so you can see that the mock server is running on port 8080, which is inside the container, and outside the container it is talking on port 49153. Now let's set an expectation. So last time we have seen how to set an expectations. If I go and set it, so this is put operation, mock server, set expectations, expectation is set. Cool. Let's see here. Yeah, we can see the expectation. And if I go to Postman again, and this is get method, get name. If I use this, I'm getting the expected value. Now let's see what happens if I restart the server, or by mistake if the servers get auto rotated or something happens and it gets spins up again, so everything is lost or not. Okay, so docker ps, so docker restart image. Site is not reachable, so it now started on 154. Let's go to 154. So this is actually the same server, but it got started on port 154 49154, but we can see that our expectation is gone, and again we need to set it. So in order to avoid that, we can set a file which will be used as an initialization value when the server starts up, and also as and when the expectations are created, it will automatically get saved on that file. So it can be used in either way or both way. Either you can initialize it and not save it, or you can initialize it and save it, and again when it restarts you can keep on using the same expectations that already created. So in order to do that, what you need to do is, like, let me first stop this. Okay, now my mock server is not running. Yeah, it is not running. Now what I'll do is, like, I'll set an environment variable, and how I will do it is, here I will use hyphen env, then I'll set the mock JSON path, mock server initialize in JSON path. So You can do it in various way. Either you can put it on the properties file, and if you're using Java, you can put it in the Java file also. So environment variable is the least priority, but since we are using Docker, so we'll be either using environment variable or properties file. I'll be showing using environment variables. And also we need to set environment variable. So this is for initialization. Next we need to tell that, okay, I want to persist all expectation that has been created, so it will get saved in that same JSON file. So now the server is started. Let's see in which port it is running. Now it is running in port 155. Okay, so let's go to 155. Okay, so here you can see that it is showing that initialization file is set to initializer json.json. So here I did a mistake. What we need to do is, like, we need to have the same file name, or else it will ignore this file. So let's now fix it. How we will fix it is by first we will stop this. And here we will say another environment variable equals to initialization. Okay, so by default what it will do is, like, it will create this file. It will look for this file in order to save it. If it is not there, it will create it, but better we will use the same one because we want to save in and initialize from the same file. Okay, click enter. Started. Now it is on port 56. Let's go to port 56. So now we can see that both are same. Now let's create an expectation. Okay, it should be 56. Expectation is created. Let's create another expectation without ID. That is also created. So now we have two expectations. And if I ask for something, we can see that it is returning the value. Next, let's try to restart it and see what happens. We will see if we are getting the logs or those are lost. Okay, now just restart it. Docker ps restart. Now it got restarted. I think it will be on different port. Yeah, port 57. Let's go to port 57. So now you can see that it has used this file to initialize all the expectations, and it has created the expectation. Then it has printed that it started on port 100, but it is not showing the logs for which these logs are not there. Those are lost, but we have the expectations already created. So if you see, logs will be there. The ports are changing for every restart. So now none of the expectations is lost. So now let's see if I stop the server and restart after like 5 or 10 seconds or maybe a few hours, what happens to that. Now the server is stopped. It is not running. Let's wait for a few seconds. Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4, tick tick 5. Now let's start the server again. And I think it will use different port again. 58. So why this happened is because this initializer json.json file is stored inside the container. So it stopped the container, it got deleted, and the file also got deleted. But if I want to persist it permanently, then in that case I need to mount a file or a path, and I need to save it externally, means outside the container, and even if it restarts, it will pick up the same JSON file. So by default it works for restart. So if the server get restarts, then it's well and fine, those JSON file will be picked up and we can see all the expectations that has been created. So that's all, folks. If you like this video, then give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, where I regularly upload videos regarding my lifestyle and some travel vlogs.